Is it lunchtime?
No.
Cartoon time?
No.
Is it nap time?
No. It's time to return to the Perfumed Gardens with me, Rik, ever so strange, at your behest.
Yay! Woo! Whoopee!
Okay, let's get it on. And as the clocks on the floor always say, it's 4:20. Neat, schwab. Anyway, let's see. Today we're going to hear a little dis and a little dat and a whole lot of everything else. Sounds like a nice tasty morsel. Okay, them old dust bunnies are flying off this heavier than usual oral display from me. Hey, even I like my cornflakes dry sometimes for more of that crunchification. Dig it? Oh! This three-piece bulldozer is no other than West, Bruce, and Lang. Woohoo! Come on, baby. They boiled out 3 LPs from 1972 to 1974. But the one that trips my trigger is Whatever Turns You On, and that's the one that really turns my Marshall stacks up to 11, baby. Aha! So, let's boogaloo on down to 2nd Street and hear Rock and Roll Machine. And if you're up for it, I'll buy the return tickets from Crazy Town. Baby, these cats ain't no escapees from the Wax Museum. This be the real deal. So, we're gonna look at the LP. Here 'tis. This is a German import. I don't know if that means anything or not. It used to, I guess. I don't know. I think the only thing that really mattered, I guess, at some point was Japanese pressings, because they did them a higher quality-ification of vinyl and just smashing the grooves on the platter. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Boo-hoo! Anyway, that's the front. And there's the back. Okay, so much for that. Let's see. Well, where do we start with this? Well, Wes, Bruce, and Lang, they're a short trip closer to what Cream could have been putting forth at some point. I mean, this is a pretty creative record. I like it a lot. Leslie's voice is so screaming out there, man, along with his guitar chops. And then Jack comes along through the door and does a kitchen counter punch to that wild rancor. And whoosh, baby, it's all killer and no filler of a ballistically beautiful balance of an LP. Dig it. Whoa. Jack's ballads cut the cake. So this ain't no one-trick sawhorse for me. You know. Anyway, enough said. Wowzers. For the next run-through, I'm going to dial it down a little lower on the pot boiler scale from a groovy singer along the lines of Fillmore Lincoln. Now, I spoke about Fillmore Lincoln some time ago, so you're just going to have to... what do they call that when you watch everything in order? binge watch. Yeah, you got to binge watch it, because I don't know what number the show was, but anyway, I talked about it. But shut up. No, shut up. Okay. So, I dig cool psych singers, man, with with this heavy production and soulful lyrics. His moniker is Bobby Jameson. Now, he was spawned in Illinois, and he migrated to Glendale, California. And in '65, he released an album called With Songs of Protest and Anti-Protest. And that LP got compared a lot to Love's Forever Changes LP. I have not heard that record. I hear it's a wham jammer. I have to find it. This one wasn't easy to get, but I'll find it. Anyway, his notoriety was often more about his drinking and his suicide attempts. Oh boy, more than his records. And he had a bunch of 45s he released between '65 and then '67, which is the LP we're going to be talking about. And that record was called Color Him In, and it was released in '67. And Jamie is the dream that plays in the musical room of my mind. So, dunk your donuts, and I'll make another pot of Joe. Whoa, I think that's, let's see, what language is that? That's from the Star Trek, that phony baloney science fiction thing. I mean, I've been out there, and it ain't nothing like what's on Star Trek. Look, wandering. Hey, you know what? You could pay the mortgage with all that LA slick production work on that record. So, we're gonna grab her up here. This is a original, because they don't have any reissues in the States. I think they've got reissues over in Europe, but holy crap, by the time you pay the stampage, forget it. Anyway, I like this record a lot. It's a happening thing, man. That's the front, and there be the back. And we gotta lower it down, because the camera lady's saying lower it up. Or is it raise it up? Yeah, raise it up and lower it down. Okay, there you go. Anyway, there's the front again. Okay, so let's talk about this. This banquet was produced by Kurt Bochter? I don't know. It's noteworthy because he was a singer, songwriter, producer, arranger, etc., out of LA. And you should check that guy out. A little sidebar here. He is so cool in the pop cycle, the pop psychedelic cycle, which I don't have a problem with that either. You know me, I'm hooked on this kind of music. These psych crooners that are out there, and wow, there's a whole lot on this platter to absorb, shall I say, like a spongification. Too bad about his life, but it is reflected on this record with some of the tunes. Well, I would have to say a fair part of the tunes that are on here, the tunes left us laymen to dig on his laments. I mean, it was a bummer. Wow, what can I say? Good record all the way around. It's not disappointing. Gets into some really cool production work. A lot of girl singers in the background, so it gives it a much fuller feel. It's good stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I gotta get the first one. Okay, let's push on to a new frontier. Woohoo! Oh, let's trip into another gem-a-roni with a group called The Group Image. Woo! I'm telling you, folks. This one's a real swinger. It's an endeavor from 1968. Good vintage, that yarn. That's what they say on a boat when they're sligging down the rum. Anyway, how would I know that? Well, I was a pirate in my other life. Hey, matey. No, I wasn't. I was a cabin boy. Anyway, listen, these holdovers from 1967 in that vibrational scene that I dig so much, they're doinking out of the musical hatchery of New York City, no less. Woo! Holy Bill's Bagels and Locks, baby. Woo! That scene was lambasting, that's the right word, the FM airwaves with cool, crazy vibes right around them. There's been this thing out there that on the internet, they were compared to the Jefferson airplane, and that ain't working. You know, take it from me, I'm the Jefferson airplane head cheerleader. Airplane, baby, airplane! Whoa, get losing my mind here. Too much coffee? Nah, couldn't ever eat too much coffee. Anyway, the girl singer in the band, her name is Sheila Darla. Wow, go figure that one out. She was good, but she was so less angelic than Miss Slick. And she was more on the bluesy side, like Lydia Pence from Cold Blood, or maybe Ganya Reuven from 10 Wheel Drive. Maybe Janice? That's a stretch. Nah, that was, no, not like Janice. But this chick was a force to be reckoned with. Sorry about that, ladies. She's a chick, far out. You know what I'm saying? Let's levitate over to the hearing splatter chatter of Haya. This is from the LP, here it comes, A Mouth in the Clouds. Asks, what time is it? 4:20. Woo! That's a land of folded New York pizza. What? New Yorkers fools their pizza slices. What? What's that got to do with anything? Never mind. Just a coffee thing again. Anyway, let's get the record so you know what I am partaking of. Well, you don't know what I'm partaking of, but we're going to be listening to this soon. That's the front. This is a reissue. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6-piece conglomeration. It's a reissue. There is, unfortunately, nothing in here except the record. But baby, what a record! Let's talk about this a little bit. You know, this LP's a frantically bopping flight into a lighted void and back. Hey, I don't know what that means, but I like saying it. It was kind of cool. This LP is truly a step into the Twinkie zone with some fuzz guitar. And it's work that the guy sort of channeled with a Gibson SG that the Fish from Country Joe and the Fish used to play. And it's got that sound to it. It's good. If you like the Fish, you're gonna like that. This is a good record. There's lots of roaming around and flashing into the oasis of acidic delights. This record is a keeper extraordinaire. Hey, I ain't messing around here. I only supply yous with what you may need. Dig me? Well, onward and psychward, let's time jump to 2009. Whoa. We're gonna go to Nashville, Tenacity. This group is based around three conspirators, a Ryan Jennings on guitar, vocals, miscellaneous, Pete Granger, I think that's his name, on bass, vocals, and a Walter Mims on drums. They first belched out a cassette from tunes that they were honing in dance clubs and the general bar hopping scene. That's what you did. That's the cheapest way to go, and it's one of the things you can afford to do. You do it. Hey! So, we're going to listen to this LP called Trouble in Mind, and it was their first real vinyl concoction, I should say, or concussion. Maybe that's what's going on. I think I might have hit my head last night. Anyway, it happened. I didn't wear my helmet to bed. Anyway, it was unleashed on the unsuspecting masses in 2010, I think. I'm pretty sure. Who knows? Theirs is a true tonal dream of Syd Barrett floating through their musical landscape. I'm telling you, it's all over there. So let's jump into a full-on space romp from a black hole called the Paperhead. That's the name of the band, Paperhead. Oh, great group. Trouble in Mind is the LP, and we're going to listen to, this is your opportunity to get out your tinfoil hats. I forgot mine, I was going to bring it, and adjust your rocket packs. And let's listen to one called Do You Ever Think of Me? And I know you do. Hey, wait a minute, I gotta get a drink here of my XXX filtered water. Oh, because all this yakety yak and don't talk back is making me flummoxed. Anyway, yeah, this record is sort of a omnipresent flash-orama of tunesmithity, bunch of notes in a weightless blender, man. Oh, there's another good one. You can use that at a party. This is the record. There's the three guys and kind of out of focus overlapping of the picture-only. It's really cool. Backside is pretty nondescript, but there is some kind of a flyer gizmo in here that's interesting, and it's got the lyrics, which is, you know, their vocals are pretty straight. You know, they're out there. They're not mixed into the back, so I don't know if you really need them, but it's really cool. And as an added attraction, there's this guy. The credit on the back of the record is Matt McQueen. Oh, Matt McQueen, and he does colors and spiritual advice, because these guys drag around a light show with them. And then the other thing is a Dylan Simpson, and he plays oscillator and organ on a couple of songs. And then, I don't know, I mean, there's probably more than one, but there's a cat on here named David Gilmour. No, it can't be him. But he plays tabla on a song. That ain't that David. Anyway, let's talk about this. This whole LP is a dilly hooper of the best parts of where Pink Floyd started with their first two LPs. Man, the drummer, Mims, I mean, that cat even channels Nick Mason on a song, which is that, you know, Nick was never one of these 2/4 time, 3/4 time guys. He was like the real primal, and it just fit the scene. Anyway, this whole experience is like standing on some alien shore, listening to the poems and sonic squibbles of outer space. Can you say very far out? Yoo-hoo! It's like a continuous piece on both sides. Hey, I love this one. Oh man, it's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but if you're into early Pink Floyd, this might be the cookie for you to crunch on. Anyway, well, with that, we come to Bumper City for today. And this is a good one. Oh yeah, baby. This is the soundtrack to the 1963 film Behemoth Cleopatra with Liz Taylor. That scene in that one room. Woohoo! Wow! Anyway, channeling Squiggy there. Oh, anyway, just 4 hours plus celluloid. Woo! 4 hours plus. That's a long movie, buddy, with a short break for you to run to the John and get rid of your soda. Anyway, it almost broke the wallets at 20th Century Fox. Woo! Lots of over-the-top sets and tons of candy, eye candy everywhere you look. I mean, I can't help it. I love this film. Can you tell? Woo! So anyway, hopefully our time today was worth the price of admission. Hey, dig it! It was free! So don't give me no complaints. So there. Couple things I want to point out before I disengage the plasma drive. Number one, you know, when I come to Earth and we station here in San Francisco Bay, I also have, you know, because I came to visit my mother unit, and I hooked up with 2 of my Earth cousins, and it was a pretty trippy time, I got to tell you. You know, it's always good. Family is good, you know. Got to dig that. Don't got much of it, but, well, not on this planet. I got some really whacked out individuals. Well, you know, zomboids over there on planet Nix. But we don't got to talk about them. Anyway, family's cool. Had a great time. That's my cousin Kimmy and my cousin Patty. Woo! Party time! Woo! Anyway, the second thing I want to talk about is I'm hoping to see Mr. Topper up there swinging at the tubers soon. You know, you ain't called Topper for nothing there, buddy. You're a list up here. You're loved and we're missing you. Anyway, so, as we always say before we disengage, stay safe. Come on, stay safe. Stay sane if you can. Keep the home fires burning for yours truly. And until the twain shall meet, remember, we are and always will be all one. Peace.